Hi, I am Ammar Fitwala, and this is the demo of AI code Iterator, which I developed using White, React, JavaScript for the front end part, and for the back end API development, I've used Fast API along with my local LLM AI. So we have a text box here where we will paste our code, and in the below text box we will give the prompt to our AI to make the changes in the code. Okay, so we have this code here. We'll copy this and I'll run this code for you. Okay, so this is just a green ball moving into the square or rectangle. Okay, we'll try to use our AI and ask him to change the color of the ball and the speed of it. Okay, so I'll copy the code and paste it in the text area and give a prompt something like change the color of the ball from green to red and increase the speed by 10%. Okay, and we will click on generate suggestion. So it will hit the API and will give us the output something like this. So it gives us the suggested code, and below that we have the explanation given. So this is the code and this is the explanation what it has changed in the code. Okay, so we will copy this code and we will run this here and let's see what changes it has made. So it has changed the color of the ball, and also the speed I could see has increased by 10%. Okay, so and coming to the explanation part, it has also explained where all places it has changed the code along with the comments and everything. So let's move on with another example. I'll copy this and run this second piece of code. Okay, so this is just a simple game where we have to catch the falling squares, and the score will increase as we catch it, and if we miss it the score will reset to 0. Okay, so we will provide this code to our AI and will ask the AI to uh, make the changes in the code. Okay, I'll give the prompt in few seconds. See how the score is being reset to 0, and it increases as we collect it. So let me paste the code in the text area, and in the prompt we can give something like display game over text on the screen for 2 seconds whenever the user misses to catch the square. And restart the game. Okay, so we'll click on generate suggestion. It will hit the API, will give us the output. So below it has given the code and also the explanation what changes it has made. So we will quickly copy this and run this file and see. Okay, it has given the game over but also messed up few things, but it has given the game over. The functionality remains the same, but have also changed few things here. So this is just an example and demo of code iterator. If we had better LLMs, we had better output from the LLM, which we will have if we use better LLM. Now moving on with the third example. Okay, we'll copy the code and let me run this file for you. So this is just a snake game where a snake eats the food and it grows in size by 1, and also the score increases by 1. Okay, so we'll try to give the code to our AI and ask to make some changes in the code. What I'll do is I'll just copy the code and give the prompt something like add a functionality to keep displaying the score on the top left corner of the screen. Okay, of all the time. So it has given the suggested code and the explanation. Basically we want to have the score available here. I'll run the code provided by the AI. So we have the score available on the top of the screen. Okay, the rest of the functionality is same. The snake grows as it eats its food, but the score is not incrementing as we are eating the square box. Okay, so like I said, the demo was for code iterator, not for the LLM. For with better LLM we can improvise our code. Okay, so game over, you ate yourself, score is 8. So let's go to the code now. So we have the backend, we have the front end, which I mentioned that I'm using white React JavaScript. In the backend I'm using fast API. We have the main file here where we are using this API, and this is the function for the API, generate underscore code. And if we go to the requirements.txt, we have fast API, UV-con and request. Now coming to the front end part, we have the JavaScript file where in the source folder, then we are calling the API that we saw in the Python. We are calling it here, and this is the rest of the HTML and CSS code, and nothing else is there.